everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart, and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here, and what I'm doing today is another test color palette for a serving tray I was commissioned to make. So I've got a bunch of blues over here because the client is liking blue. So what I've got, I'm going to make a clock out of this. This is a CD, and as usual I tape the back up like this, just tape over the hole, no big deal. When it's all said and done, after I've resined it, I'll drill through the tape and the resin and insert the clock mechanism. So, my colors, I'm just going to show you one for now. Here's my consistency, and this happens to be Artez's Artez's Pearl Glacier Blue. And what I have here is my Glidden pillow, 6011N. This is the consistency. So let's get started. So I'm really just testing the palette out. I want to see how these colors go together. You don't need much. Give it a spin. I probably need a little more than that. So in keeping with my recent conversation about functional art and how to sell it, I have the good fortune to be in a couple stores downtown, so I can take a test palette on something like this just to see how it looks for a bigger piece. And then I can turn this into a clock and sell it downtown just as easily. When you blow it out, you don't want to put, well, first of all, you don't want to put too much paint down, because what happens is when you get the composition and then you have to start spinning, you may have it perfectly exactly how you want it before you start spinning, and then you're going to lose it all. And one thing I forgot is that this Glidden is a little bit thinner, so I'm going to have to be careful about that, because I don't want to spin off all the composition when I like it. And I know a bloom is different than a tray, but I got to try the color palette out. So this is TLP Hammerhead. I don't think I've used this one very much. It's really pretty. This is Amsterdam's bluish green. I got to be careful not to put too much paint down as I keep putting more down. And I got two more colors to go here. This is Iridescent Silver by Golden. And last but not least is my Payne's Gray combination with a combination of Arteza and Golden here. And this is really the countertops color, the veining in the countertops. I really have plenty of color here. Cell activator. Got my American Floetrol cell activator. I always label my cups and date when I made it. And here's the black. This is the titanium oxide black. Let's see. Here's the consistency. You want that bounce back. You want that spring, you want that run and the spring back. Okay, so let's go. A dollop of the white. Oop, I put some right there, but that'll blow off. A dollop of the black. That's a big dollop. Here we go. So everyone, I'm linking above video 141, which is my American Floetrol cell activator recipe. In 8 minutes, I show you how I make it and with what. And here we go with a blowout. I blow straight down into the cell activator to get it to start to form a circle and a ridge. And then I blow at that ridge, blowing the cell activator out over the paints and then the paints out over the pillow. And you notice I haven't blown out all the way to the edge because the spinning will take care of that. So here I'm just pulling the pillow to the edges and over the edges. So when I get ready to spin, the paint knows exactly what direction it wants to go. You want to make sure you get not only to the edge, but over the edge. I have a little too much down. And as this video goes forward in my usual fashion, I will cut out any impertinent things. Okay, all right. Gentle spin to start, make sure I'm centered. It's pretty close. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. I don't know if this is dark enough blue for the client. It's definitely not dark enough, but it's nice. Although a blowout is different than a spin out, so maybe I'll add a couple dots of the blue, Payne's gray, I mean. Oh, it's really pretty. If you're new here, I always clean up in between spins, so I'm going to cut some of this out. Yeah, I think I need a double bump of that Payne's gray. I mean, it's really freaking pretty, but I have a feeling it's going to be too light. But with that, I think this thing is about done. Anyway, so let's just get one spot, two spots. And the middle is not a big concern because there's going to be a clock mechanism going in there anyway. So for anyone new, if you see an air bubble, you want to pop it with a toothpick. If the air bubble already popped and is revealing the pillow beneath in a white spot, you want to dunk the white spot to make it disappear. Okay, we're good. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to come back and do another one. Here it is. Easy peasy, done and easy. So here I'm just showing the raw form freshly cut down before sanding and mineral spirits and staining. So when this is where we are after I've completely sanded, cut this down, prepped it with mineral spirits and stain, and now I'm about ready to apply some flowers to this. Here's the piece that's going to be the clock on this. It's going to go, you know, somewhere in here or so. I like this style of the wood. I just like this kind of style for a clock stand. And yeah, I'm going to go for it. So what I've got are some little pieces I'm going to add. I'm not going to show everything, but I'm going to put a couple pieces here. I'll probably put one piece, this long piece, somewhere in here. I'm not sure exactly how yet. I'll figure it out as I go. But all I'm going to do is show you a couple things I'm going to apply, and then I'll show you the very end. So with that, I'm planning on putting one of these little guys up top, and then maybe one of these little guys with it. So we'll put that one here. So we'll start with this one. So I'm just going to put little varnish as my glue on that. I'll put little varnish on here. You gotta be very careful with these. They're very, very fragile. Very fragile. I'm just gonna go boom. My leaf bent a little bit. Really would rather not have it bend. Okay, so that'll do. Oh, I hear a bear. Did you hear that? I'm gonna go look. I do not see a bear, but I heard one. Put some there, or do I want to have it here? I'll put it there. Put a little more on that. And then I'm just going to have this just adhere to it. I'm not going to put any varnish on this. Let's just let this self-stick. The less I interact with it, the better. And that's it. So I'm going to go around the rest of this, and I'm going to apply a couple more, and I'll show you the final results when I'm done. All right, so I'm back to show you how it finally turned out. So these are the little flowers I added. This was the pain in the butt. I'm still fighting it to hold it down. Don't know if I'll do that again. I like the effect, but I don't know if I like how it's working. All right, so I will be back after I varnish and complete this. So when that's a wrap, here's the final varnished results. I put 1 coat of MinWax varnish gloss on it and then a spray coat of gloss varnish on top of that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you're new, please subscribe, hit the bell and all. You'll get all my latest upcoming tutorials. And continuing with the theme of functional art that sells, it's most important that you find the right outlet for yourself, whether it is pop-ups, galleries, stores, or online. Having that outlet creates a pull system for creating more art and allowing you to continue to create and have fun with this. So that's all for now. I'm going to have a link for my clocks playlist right here at the end. Thanks a lot, everybody.